All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And Ingram holds it in. A nice gain at 21 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Lauletta. It's hauled in by Shepard. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A handoff to Barkley. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Lauletta. giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They run with Logan. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, that's Logan. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Dawson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And New York set to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
All right, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right? Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it here with Logan. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Lauletta after the interception, escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley will try to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Kyle Lauletta with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This is Logan. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the carry, it's Logan. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Leopard! Leopard!
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Caught by Nelson. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They come out here in the eye. They run it here. Where? And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Spencer Ware, as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. Spinning away. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, Rosen. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Forced out to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Bryce Butler, 69 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On 2nd and 10, Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. And spins away. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rosen. And he's got Fitzgerald. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run again with Logan. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power, and we just saw it on that play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Again, it's Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
They'll run with Barkley. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Here we go now. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now come the Cardinals. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And now it's Rosen looking. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Leopard! Leopard!
Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular